So let me share with you a frequency separation technique, which is pretty new. Here in this case, I've already removed the blemishes. So I usually do it automatically. And in this case, I've done it with Retouch4me plugins. And removing blemishes does take a lot of time. So you can just select the background layer, make a copy of that by pressing Ctrl or Command J, and then go to Filter, Retouch4me, Heal. It automatically detects all your blemishes and it works super fast. Have a look at it. It is real time. So when you watch it on YouTube, you know that I'm not using the editing magic. All right. So it also has a sensitivity slider that helps you decide how many blemishes you want to detect and remove. I usually keep it all the way to 100. I also like to make mask by checking on this button and apply. That way, it's just like Photoshop where only the area where you have removed blemishes are shown in that particular layer. As you can see, only those areas. So before, as you can see, all those little blemishes, and after, all of them gone. Now we are ready for frequency separation. If you have learned frequency separation before, you know that it's just separating the skin into high frequency and low frequency. High frequency has the texture, low frequency has the color. Your goal is to work on them separately so that you maintain the texture in the high frequency while you even out the skin tones in the low frequency or the color and the tone layer. One easy way to do that right now is this. First of all, let us create the frequency separation to separate layers. And for that, I will use an action. We can separate it into high frequency and low frequency. So you will have the action available to download. This is the link. Maybe we'll post it later. And then let's just load the action. And then you figure out whether your image is 8-bit or 16-bit. Right now at the top, you can clearly see it is 8-bit. So we can select FS 8-bit, play it. Now it will automatically bring the Gaussian blur dialog box. You have to zoom in and decrease the radius. Slowly and gradually increase it and stop at just the point where all the texture begins to go away. So there are still bumps at this 3.8 pixels. If we gradually increase it, there are still there. So at about, I think, 8, most of them go away. Hit OK. Now, as you can see, the image has been divided into two, low frequency layer and high frequency layer. If you look at just the low frequency layer, it has the color and the tone and doesn't have any details. If you look at the high frequency layer, it only has the details. And both of them come together. If we were to turn off this group, see, it's the same image. If I were to turn this on, it's the exact same image. Now, our goal right now is to keep the high frequency just the way it is, unless you want to work on some specific wrinkles and stuff. And with the low frequency, even out the skin. Earlier, we would have to use all kinds of methods where we would take the brush, take a sample, paint with lower flow, make it too complicated. But right now, I'm not saying those are some things that you cannot use now, but there are techniques that make it easier. You can turn off the high frequency layer, and here's what you do. Just above the low frequency layer, create a brand new layer. Then take the remove tool. For faster work, in the mode section, you can turn off generative AI. And let's say you wanted to remove this eye bag. I have kept the high frequency off just so that we can see what is happening, right? All you have to do is to just loop around it. That's it. It's gone. It was that simple. Now, similarly, I'm going to just paint some areas here as well. Just loop around it like so. Gone. Loop around this area. Gone. And you will see the magic now. Wait for it. Loop around this area. Gone. And we are fixing areas so easily, right? And I'm going to do this area as well. Similarly, you can do the nose area as well. Wait for it. There will be magic. Similarly, this area as well. You're just looping around stuff. And like this as well. Now, once you're done doing that, you turn on high frequency and have a look. Let me share with you the before and after. The texture is still there. Here's the before. You see all those ups and downs all over the place? Before, after, before, after. Just by looping around. It was that simple. Before, after, before, after. And you can continue this process easily. It will not even take you 5 minutes. Trust me on that. So this is like really, really easy way to do this. So let me just share with you if I have a finished example. Yeah, I did not take a lot of time here, but I just wanted to share with you before, after, before, after. Just looping around with the remove tool. That's all.